I think Taiwan definitely was a kind of a model. Yeah, we're just worried that it might, cause chaos in society or whatever. But then after the fact, of course, it really didn't make any change to society. So I think in that way, it's positive to show other countries that just because you legalize same-sex marriage, the gates of hell are not going to open. Nothing, huge is going to be changed. It's just allowing people who love each other to marry. So.
Hi everyone, welcome to News 543 Taiwan Pride Special. I'm Ian, today's host. Originally from mainland China, I spent 10 years in Australia and then Vietnam. And today, I'm so happy to be here in Taiwan, just in time for the 23rd Taiwan Parade. Joining me today is Michael, American who has lived in Canada and then South Korea. Now he calls Taiwan his new home. He has been walking in a path with no ready-made map, just like so many of us in the LGBTQ plus family. So today, we're going to talk about how it all started, how queer life looks like elsewhere, and what it means to love and to be loved, and how Taiwan fits into all of that. Michael, hi.
Hi.
Can you say hi to our audience and briefly introduce you about yourself?
Sure. Thank you for having me today. My name is Michael. I'm American. I studied university in Quebec, in Canada. South Korea, right after university, lived there for 15 years, and then moved to Taiwan about 2.5 years ago. So now I live and work here in Taipei.
What's your first impression arriving here in Taiwan?
So this time when I came, it wasn't pure, it's not like I didn't know anything or even that I hadn't been here before, because I had traveled to Taiwan a lot. And I did actually live in Taipei for 1 year, a long time ago, in 2009. So it wasn't completely, unknown to me before coming this time. But like way back when I really did come for my first time, I was kind of struck with how similar it was to South Korea in a way. At that time I had been living in Busan, so it wasn't Seoul. Yeah, I did notice that the architecture here is much lower than South Korea. But in general, really liked the kind of pace of life here. And I like how people are very free and express themselves as they want.
Compared to
South Korea. South Korea is a little more conformative. People like to dress similar, do makeup, or have a similar aesthetic with everyone around them. Whereas I feel in Taiwan, it's a lot more free in that way.
You said you left America when you for university, right?
Yeah.
And
right.
Back then, were you dating someone?
No. I didn't even really know that I was gay myself until in university. So I didn't really I didn't really think about gay stuff, life, whatever. So until I was already in Canada, in university, outside of the US.
What is the moment that you realized that I'm different from other guys in my uni and I'm into...
Oh, I had one really close woman friend from Boston, and so she and I hung out a lot, and she had a few close gay friends that she also hung out with. So then, just hanging out in the same space, so I met them and we went to some gay clubs together. So then I kind of put the pieces together in my mind that, this feels what I want to be, the circle that I want to be in.
Friends that help you realize your orientation and stuff.
Yes.
Like my mom once said, you're hanging out with wrong type of people.
Oh, yeah.
So that's her first impression when I come up to her. I wonder what's your come out story? Have you ever come out to your family members? Or...
Yeah. So now, as far as I know, everybody knows. My immediate family knows, of course. Yeah, it was a little also complicated for me because living so far from home, but not really discovering myself until I had already left home, it kind of made it a little not pressing to tell everyone, right? Because I didn't live with them every day. So, but on the other hand, I did want to be honest. But my family's Catholic. I wouldn't say super conservative, but still very religious, practicing. At least my parents are. And so that kind of added another layer to whether or not when I would come out, whether or not I wanted to come out, because some part of me thought I lived so far away, they don't really know, so what's the point? Mm-hmm. But on the other hand, I did want to be honest. Finally, my mom asked me, by that time I was already in Korea, so it was even more less urgent to tell them. Okay. But they had met two of my boyfriends at that time without knowing that they were my boyfriends, but moms can sense some things, I'm sure. Yeah, two, one in university and then one in Korea. Uh-huh. So she asked me one time when I was visiting, and so I just felt, what's the point of lying? So I told her, and she was crying, but she was fine. My dad didn't really take it that well at first, but now he's fine, no issues, So, and it did help that his family, my aunt is a lesbian and my cousin is trans.
So you only realize when you come out to your parents, and then you realize there's other
no,
relatives?
I knew before. I think, I don't know if my cousin had come out yet, but my aunt, I knew since I was little, nobody ever talked about it. Uh-huh. So it was kind of like, oh, this is your aunt's friend, uh-huh. But long-term friend. So yeah, later when I discovered myself, then I put the pieces together of my aunt. And then my cousin came out, and so yeah, it seems to be genetically in my dad's family. So I wasn't alone, at least. Yeah.
Looking back, those experiences, do you think it make you stronger or more cautious about these kind of things?
I definitely, I would say now even, I definitely get inspiration from my aunt in some ways, not in a really a big flashy way, but just that. Day-to-day living, she just lives her life and she unapologetically, she is who she is. And so I would say Canada is quite open, but Korea is not. So on some level, living in Korea, but seeing her life where she's just living who she is, it definitely gave me some amount of comfort, just knowing that one can live as one is, without needing to necessarily conform to what society says is normal or whatever.
Do you see her as your role model or at some point?
I would say on some level, yeah. She's definitely who I look to kind of live my life, yeah. I would say in a lot of ways, her personality and my personality, I feel, are similar too.
Have you ever on any dating apps?
Of course I've used them, but personally I think it doesn't really match my personality. So the total time I've used apps would probably be less than a year, honestly, just because I kind of like the connection to someone rather than just meeting online without really knowing who you're meeting. I mean, yeah, I've met people on apps who did not look like the photo. So that really turns me off. Yeah. Don't really like to use them, but I understand, the ease and convenience of why people use them.
Are you still in the market now, open to relationship?
No, I'm not really. No.
If I want one sentence from you to conclude your romantic status at this point, how would you summarize your?
I'm dating someone, so yeah, but we're not officially together. But
is he from Taiwan?
Yeah, he's Taiwan.
So can you tell us the story how you know each other?
It's a long story. I don't know. The short version is basically he's my ex-boyfriend. We dated for 8 years before when I lived in Korea. Yeah, we had various periods where we were long distance together, both here and in Korea. Finally, there was a point where we broke up. We had no contact for many, many years. Then he got in contact with me again. So he kind of said like, chase the person that you really love. So that's why essentially that's why I'm here.
Is basically the reason why you're here in Taiwan.
Yes, mostly.
What's your dating life?
Yeah, we meet up every week, every weekend at least, sometimes during the week. And I would say we're both pretty low-key people. So like a typical week, we will like have a few dinners we'll spend most of the weekend together. So we'll eat meals together, we'll maybe see a movie. I have a dog, so we'll walk my dog together. Pretty, some might say boring, but yeah, it's kind of our style.
Low-key.
Yeah, very low-key. Well, occasionally we'll go out for a drink. Yeah.
I was about to ask, do you hang out with other like gay queers and...
I've made a few friends here. Mostly we hang out with his friends, but yeah, I have a few friends that I made separately. So yeah, I do hang out with other friends, or especially when Korean friends will come to visit.
Were two of you ever in a gay pride parade?
He goes every year. I'm planning to go this year, and this will be my first time going. Because I'm a teacher, so Saturdays I'm usually teaching, but this year it's a holiday, so I am fortunate to have off, so I can attend, yeah. But I went a number of times in Seoul, to Seoul's Pride, and the first Pride I ever went to was in Montreal. I'm looking forward to this year.
You mentioned about Pride in Montreal and in Seoul. Do you think it's different, or all the parade is the same to you? Very
different. Montreal's very out, loud, kind of gregarious. I don't know how it is now, but at that time it was, for me, it was kind of shocking. And then Seoul is much more cleaner. I don't know. I mean, it's getting more and more like others every year. It's very different from North American Pride parades.
So you have experience with two different Asian countries, Korea and Taiwan. Because Taiwan is the first country to legalize same-sex marriage. Do you think it affects our daily life?
Yeah, I would definitely say it's had a net positive effect on general society sees gays. Before, from what I've heard, especially from Taiwanese friends, we're just worried that it might cause chaos in society or whatever, but then after the fact, of course, it really didn't make any change to society. So I think in that way it's positive to show other countries that just because you legalize same-sex marriage, the gates of hell are not going to open. Nothing, huge is going to be changed. It's just allowing people who love each other to marry. So Thailand has legalized, Nepal has legalized, and I think slowly, other countries will follow suit. I think Taiwan definitely was a kind of model, for other LGBTQ to work towards the way that Taiwan was able to legalize it, I mean, every culture is very different. Every history is very different. So you can't just transplant one model to another country by any means. But in some ways, I think Taiwanese groups can help advise at least other countries' groups to work towards it.
Speaking of that, what's the message you would send to the audience watching our program who perhaps still struggling of like coming out and of their sexuality? What's the message you would say to them? Say to them?
Just be yourself. It's hard. It's kind of cliche. A lot of people say it'll get better, but it's true. It'll get better if you're struggling. And just try to be yourself as much as you can. There's no need to try to be something you're not, because at the end of the day, that's going to cause you more pain than being yourself. Just stay strong.
Stay strong. Yes. Thank you for joining me today, Michael.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Thank you for watching News 543.
及节目感谢 Dino Lohas 腕乐森活赞助播出。